Well, that's a new one. Take a look at the bottom left of the screen. I'm about to spawn in on a teammate, and I think I'm looking down his optic. That's a new one. We're playing some Naval Strike Rush on Lost Islands, and I'm going bolt action this entire round using the SRR-61 and probably the most unsightly optic in the game, the 7-time optic. And a lot of people ask me, hey, why do you use this? This thing's horrible compared to every other scope in the game, every other optic in the game. I'm used to it. I'm actually pretty darn effective with it at times, including knocking off a pair of gunners in the back of a attack boat while going full blast on another rush map that actually made it into one of my quote-unquote montages. And of course, I've always got my Pokeballs and the trusty C4, because that definitely comes in handy in all the mind games you can play when you have Pokeballs, aka motion sensors, and miss a bunch of shots like myself. Lost Island, something important about this map is to push this island that I'm at. The reason why is look where their spawn's at. It's directly ahead of me and kind of to the right of where I'm looking now. So what happens is you guys get an attack boat, the attackers get an attack boat, and they start weeding people out. The rest of the assaulters start to rush the main island. They start weeding people out as I'm about to shoot this guy as he's swimming. And now he's just floating dead. And you can cut that off because you've got this great overlook. So if you have a bipod, if you've got a bolt action, if you've got an assault rifle or carbine to protect some of the bolt actions up here, it can actually be extremely effective. And even when somebody with the bolt action misses or they just wing somebody, it's probably going to distract them. They're probably going to turn their attention this way. Or even better yet, they might try to chase you down. If those things happen, it's pulling people off the MCOM. And at the end of the day, those people attacking the MCOM, they could probably do with a few less targets. So, going to put eyes back on the bomb because we've got one set. And these guys are in between a rock and a hard place. When you establish this side of the island, you take away all that middle ground, all those spots that people can use as cover to peek. If they think they're safe, no, there is no safety as long as you have this hill. And all things come to an end that are good. So lost my hill, and I'll be darned. I'm not going down without a fight. So this one I'm using the SW40, no delay. At least not a noticeable delay, and the C4 is coming in handy with the motion balls out again. But the SW40 has pretty squirrely hip fire, and its accuracy is actually pretty shitty, while ADS, if shooting at longer ranges, it's not as accurate as the Swagnum downtown. But the delay of the Swagnum, and of course the reload, is absolutely brutal. So we've got one less MCOM to set, and I'm always taking a look at the larger map because you can only zoom out so far with your mini-map. And it's nice to see the bigger picture. If you're pushing with infantry or you're pushing with armor, you know as long as the other things are spotted, you have a good idea of where their armor's located. It can make a decision based on that. The more information that you have, the better decision you can make that can help you succeed and your team succeed. And this is me kind of running cutoff in that entire area, taking away, making people squirm. Oh, that bolt action. He might not have very good aim, but he just hit me in my toe. It's bleeding, and I'm hurt. So let me squirm another way. That literally, figuratively, I should say, is what happens quite a bit while playing this map. It's actually a lot of fun to go bolt action, except when you miss horribly like I'm doing now. Chicken wing a guy, get an 82 assist because I think I hit him in his left kneecap, which obviously isn't the best spot to hit somebody. So we're starting to move up. We get a rib, we get an attack boat, and this is an area where I like to push left on. Kind of get the opposite. Elongate the defense, basically. Make them worry about a horseshoe-shaped attack. And that's probably the biggest thing, my biggest gripe when playing Rush, is everybody just goes straight to the MCOM. They go from spawn straight into the MCOM. They pile up right in the middle. Well, what happens? Cross lanes get set up by the defenders. If they've got the outsides, if they hold the flanks, you're not going to have much cover. One group moves and flanks you, you're done. You've lost that cover, and you're just going to get squad wiped and lose your spawn point. So make sure you put pressure, equal pressure, on the outside. If you push one side strong, that's fine. But if you push both sides strong, the middle will quickly be cleared out because you're taking that away from them. As you push those flanks, whether it's one or both, you're setting up crossfire, and those people that are hiding behind some of these containers and rocks. Those angles will be taken away. Or they're peeking one side, they start to take fire from one flank, they quickly run around the container or rock to the other side. Uh-oh. Bad news bears. There's already attackers on that side. As soon as you start racking up those squad wipes, you know it's safe to move in, and then you don't have to jam a million people in the middle. Push those flanks. The middle will only need a couple people. It's amazing how easy it is to set an MCOM if you take care of your flanks. And this is a tough area to move from this set of MCOMs onto the last set, because there's all these different islands, and if you don't clear out the defenders, you have to worry about them sniping you in the back, bipoding you in the back, and it's just an absolute nightmare. So something I do when I'm running around Assault is I tend to take a look at these back islands. Didn't really happen this round on Lost Island, but a lot of times the big island to my left, the one that's over my left shoulder and my back right now, is littered with quite a few snipers. So always take the top MCOM first. Makes it a heck of a lot easier to actually get the bottom MCOM. If you get the guys off the top, you can kind of set up shop and protect the guys from getting flanked while they're working the lower set of MCOMs. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this bolt action gameplay playing some Lost Islands. If you do, let me know, and let me know if you want to see more Bushwookie gameplay. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you soon.